Hi, this is Mr. Glenn, and this is the 5th day of the Google SketchUp Castle project. As you can see in our drawing here that we've already started it, the last step we did was the blue spires as well as the red flag and the square flag that says Glenn's Castle on it. Today we're doing only two things. The first thing that we're going to do is we are going to build a drawbridge, and the second thing is we're going to make 8 cannons for the castle, and we're going to place them on all 4 sides, 2 on each side. So let's go ahead and go to a top view first. And we're going to simply do a rectangle from the front entrance. So we're going with the rectangle tool. It's okay, but it's not perfect. Okay, then we're going to do a push-pull. And then we're going to bring it across the water. And it needs to be a little bit wider on both sides, because it should overlap, because when the drawbridge is closed, it seals up the hole there. So that looks pretty good there. Now the only problem we have, it's really thick, so let's narrow it down. A little bit more. That looks pretty good right there. All right. The last step we have to do is go behind it here and pull it back towards the entrance. Right there. Okay, so now you can see it's green. Obviously, we can go back and color it later on. Don't worry about that. But if you do want to color it, I would wait till the end. That is our drawbridge. Make sure it goes over the water completely. Now we're making cannons. So I'm going to go to the side over here. I'm actually not going to build it on our surface. I'm going to build it on the green area. So we're going to start again with the simple rectangle. And your guys' cannons do not have to look the same as my cannon. However, it should look like a realistic cannon. Okay, so all we're going to do is we're going to make a base. And then we're going to go to the circle tool. And we're going to find the center point, midpoint, and we're going to make the size of our actual cannon. So you see there, it was a little bit off, so I'm going to go back and redo this again. Let's change our angle a little bit. There we go. So it's all in the same plane, so now it looks good. So all we're doing now is we're going back to push-pull, grabbing the push-pull and bringing back the top of the cannon. Let's go back a little bit farther. And in the front, we're going to take both of these out like so, make sure they're matched up. And we're going to go and try to erase this line here. And we are able to do that. Now, if we try to erase the sidelines, a section comes out. So please do not erase that. Okay, so that's part of our cannon right there. It's a very simple cannon. And let's see here. Let's go ahead and put the circle inside there. So we're going to use the offset key. Offset key is right here. And we're actually making the cannon barrel. Go back to push-pull. Okay, so you can see right there I was selecting the side there, so make sure this gets selected instead. And we simply push in the cannon. Okay, it's a very, very simple cannon. Okay, now if we want to push this in a little bit, that's fine. But that is the most basic cannon you have. Back in the old days, they probably had wheels on it. If you want to put wheels on it, you can. But now we need to make some duplicates of it. Does it look about the right size? I think it does. They're pretty big cannons. So what we're going to do is take the select tool in the top left, put a box around it. The whole thing turns blue. Now remember, we're going to go with the move key on the left side here, which is the 4 directions. Click on there, and we are going to place this. Now if I click down on my mouse or my pad of my Chromebook, we can move it around. But we want to make duplicates. So we're going to hold down the Control and the V at the same time, and we make another one. So I'm going to press Control V again and make another one. Control V again and make another one. Control V again and make that one, Control V and make that. And we'll do that 2 more times, pressing the Control V's and moving them. So now we have 8 cannons. So this is great for the front, guys. Now we can move these cannons to the front, like so. Then we're going to go and select another cannon. We want to select the whole thing. You might want to give yourself a little bit more room than I did. It's kind of tight. So I'm going to take this one and move it over there. And I'm limited by the size of my screen, so I'm simply going to move this way. Move a little bit out. Try to keep them the same kind of locations, guys. Okay, now we're going to move the other cannons. So first we're going to select them. Then we're going to go to move. Place this one over here. Select this cannon. Select the move key, move it here. Okay. And then I'm going to select the other two. And probably do is just grab both. Oh, I'm going to change my angle a little bit. Grab both of them. And then we can move them over to this side over here. And then I'm going to select these two over here. And these are going in the back of the castle. This will take the majority of your time moving them around. Okay. So we're going to go back to these two here. So we're going to select this first one. So I didn't quite get underneath it, I think. Let's see what happens. Nope. Try that again. Now I'm going to move it. Okay. And this is the tricky part, guys. This is the hardest part of doing this. So we're going to go over to the key over here. This is called the rotate key. We're going to click on it. And we're going to place this next to our object. Okay. So you can see it spins around. But we have to select this first. Let me do that first. There we go. And then we're going to this one. Place it here. And you can see we can move things around. Okay. Okay. So now that's done, we have to select the next cannon. And we can fix the direction in a second. But as long as they're facing all 4 directions, we're fine. Okay, we're going to go over to the rotate. Place it right here. And so now it's going the same direction. I'm going to go back to the move key and kind of move this back. Wants to stay on that line for some reason, that's okay. We'll keep it there. It's facing the right direction. Let me select this one. And we'll remove that one too. Okay, so those, we got 4 cannons going the right directions. Now all we have to do is the other 2. Grab the arrow. Select one of these. Go to the move key. I'm sorry, not the move key, the rotate on face key. Place it right there on the blue plane. See, sometimes if you put it on the edge here, it's red, it's going to go differently. It has to be on the blue plane, that's up and down. Click on it, and you can see what happens. See what happened there when I selected this, you can see that I actually grabbed part of the base. So I'm leaving it like this. I'm going to go back a couple steps here. So maybe to help me in this situation, I need to lower this a little bit. I'm going to leave it like that for now. All right. I'm going to get a top view, a little bit easier. I'm going to select a cannon. I'm going to go to the rotate key. Perfect. I'm going to go to select key over here and do the same thing. Okay. So the last two you can do on your own. The one thing that you do see that got messed up was my outside, which I can simply replace with a rectangle. And change that to rectangle. Okay, so I had selected everything. That's totally fine. We'll go to push-pull. This is our water right here. And we're all done except for the two on the back. So at the end of the today, you should have 8 cannons built, and they're all facing different directions. Okay, I will take off some points, guys, if things are not in different directions. So make sure. You can see my cannon kind of changed a little bit because I went underground. That is totally fine. All right, so that is the next step of the castle. It's going to be a little bit of a challenge, but just to rotate it, you'll figure it out. All right, have a great day.